Okay, I'm gonna play a song to you and I invite you to dance. Dance in front of your screen. It doesn't matter if people from your family, from your work, from your class ask you, hey, what are you doing? You're dancing in front of the screen. You just say, yes, I'm enjoying my English class. I'm gonna play a song to you. Please dance. You don't need to read the lyrics. You don't need to know the song. Just dance within the rhythm. 3, 2, 1.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
Hello, my friend. Let's talk about tastes and interests related to culture. But before we start, I ask you, how are you today? I hope you always feel good. And if, just in case, you don't feel good, first thing you do, you hydrate yourself. This is the first thing you do when you are feeling down, bad. You hydrate yourself with water. The second thing you do to motivate yourself to balance the levels of hormones and feelings inside you is breathing. We're gonna breathe soon. And maybe you were stressed because you were not sleeping well. And today I brought this book here, Why We Sleep, written by Matthew Walker. He says, sleep has an enormous regenerative power, and it must be recovered urgently. Your sleep must be protected, respected, and understood. Do you think you slept enough last week? Do you remember the last time you woke up without an alarm clock and feeling happy, active, without needing caffeine to wake up? Two-thirds of the adults in developed countries do not follow the recommendation of sleeping 8 hours a night. The habit of sleeping less than 6 or 7 hours a night affects your immune system. It duplicates the risk of cancer. The shorter your sleep, the shorter your life. This book covers this topic. Matthew Walker is a researcher of sleep, and this is something we must keep in mind. Sleeping is our superpower. All right, let's warm up. Release your body. Move your arms. Release your shoulders. Open and close your hands. Do this with your fingers. Move your legs. Rotate your feet. Do this movement here with your feet. Now, move your neck. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Now, we're going to do this movement here. We're going up and down. See that when I go up, I'm going fast. When I go up, I go fast. And when we go down, we go slow. I'm gonna say up. When I say up, you go up, okay? And we go down slowly. Up. And we go down slowly. Up. 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 All right. Okay. Release your shoulders. Move your neck. Now we're going to do this movement here. You push forward and you pull back. Push forward and pull back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm feeling. Okay. Now, let's breathe, my friend. We breathe in and we breathe out. And when we breathe out, we relax the muscles of our face. We relax our shoulders. We relax the muscles of our body. We relax the tension. Let's go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more. All right. Okay. Let's talk about culture. Let's talk about tastes, interests related to culture. Culture involves music, dance, language, sport, religion, clothes. Let's cover these topics and have fun. I always do my best to see you learning something new and having fun at the same time. I want to see you learning, growing, and enjoying this moment. This is your moment, my friend. Let me leave my cell phone on airplane mode, and now I am 100% focused in your progress, concentrated in your learning. All right? I ask you, are you prepared? Of course you are. You're always prepared, my friend. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's talk about culture. We start this class with dance. Dance is one way to express culture. And I ask you, what is the typical dance of Northeast in Brazil? Watch this. 3, 2, 1.
Boca certeza, um certinho de Goiânia.
Ela gastou meu dinheiro, mas eu tô feliz da vida, tio. Ela não anda mata, mas parece uma bandida, tio. Ela gastou meu dinheiro, mas eu tô feliz da vida. Ai, beleza. Ela não anda mata, mas parece uma bandida.
Yes, this name, forró, started when British people were here and they said, this is for all. But with the nordestino accent, for all, it became forró, for all, a dance made for all. Now, watch another typical dance in Brazil. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Where? Probably. Where were those people dancing? Okay. Another way to express culture is, and this is totally related with dance, is through music. Here in Mato Grosso do Sul, where I was born and where I live, chamamé is a typical kind of music. And I've had the privilege to study the accordion with one of the masters. Watch, let me grab my cell phone. Watch this scene, please. Okay, you see, this guy talks a lot. This guy plays a lot. A big hug to you, my master, Gerson Douglas. Gerson. Another way to express culture is through clothes. Check this image, please. When you see these clothes, you recognize that this is something from the Arab world, Middle East, something like that. And if you want to dive deeper to know why they wear like that, you find out. They wear those clothes because they have to face extreme weather conditions. It's very hot during the day and it's very cold at night. And if you see this image here, you imagine, you have an impression where they live. Probably they live near a forest. Maybe they are in Brazil. Maybe they speak their own language. They wear these objects made with feather. Another way to express culture is through symbols. Check this symbol here. What is this symbol showing? First thing, balance. But balance between what? Between good and evil. Between chaos and order. Between male and female. Between dark and light. Darkness and light. Another way culture is expressed is through sports. We have popular sports like soccer, basketball, volleyball, tennis. But when I was in New Zealand, I had this experience with the Maoris. They have a special dance called haka. Watch this dance. 3, 2, 1. Yes, and there is a special sport in New Zealand. It's called rugby. And the New Zealand rugby team, before they play, they dance, they perform the haka. Watch this, please. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Another way to express culture is through food. Food is one way to express culture. Once I was in Mexico City, in Mexico. I went there for this event of Latin American leaders. And a friend of mine, Felipe Dib, who's going to be the next president in Uruguay, keep this in mind. He said, hey guys, I have a friend here in Ciudad de Mexico. I'm gonna send him a message and maybe we go out for dinner with him. He said, okay. His friend invited us to have dinner at one of the most beautiful and tallest buildings in DF, in Ciudad de Mexico. I think the name of this building was Torre Reforma. And we went there. The building is huge, tall. And we said, okay, where is the restaurant here? And there was a club, a VIP place in this building. If I'm not wrong, the name was Piso 33. It was on the 33rd floor. And then at the front desk, at the reception, we said, hello, we came for a dinner with the name of this guy, I don't remember. And the person said, okay, you can go to the 33rd floor. And we went. When we arrived there, there was another reception, another VIP place. And this lady said, oh, okay, you were waiting for Mr. I don't know. I don't know the name of the person. Yes, we're waiting for, okay, he hasn't arrived yet, but you can sit here. And she invited us to sit on this very fancy wooden table, super charming, classic. And I was wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And I started to realize that my dress code was wrong. And then this guy arrives, suit and tie, impeccable. And then this friend introduces us, hey, this is Felipe from Brazil, this is Victor from Spain. And I said, hey man, nice to meet you. Un gusto conocerte, and I'm sorry for my clothes. I didn't know this was to be a very dressy dinner. And he said, no, relax. You're my guests. Have a seat. Let's enjoy. And then we sat down and he said, today you were on me. It means you are my guests. I will pay for you. And then he started ordering the food. All right, I was just waiting. Let me enjoy the dinner. Then the food comes. The famous chapulines in Mexico. Insects. That smell, I can't describe the smell. But when I looked at that, I said, what can I do now? And my friend Victor from Spain, he loves this food. I didn't know. He opened a piece of bread, put all these chapulines in, and those things crack like. And I said, my goodness, what can I do? At the end, I ate one or two chapulines and put water over them. And then when we finished dinner, it was a very nice night. I enjoyed a lot because there were other foods coming. And there was this huge, gigantic SUV waiting for us down there. And they took us home. Very, very classical. My friend told his friend, Felipe, told his friend, his Mexican friend, hey man, next time you were going to take us with a helicopter, because the situation was very, very formal and VIP. Anyway, I'm telling you this to talk about culture. Culture is different. You tell me, Felipe, I'll never eat insects. But I eat meat. And Sandro, who is making this class, doesn't eat meat. So something that is normal for one person may be strange for another. Keep that in mind when you read culture, when you get to know different culture. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. We're talking about tastes, preferences with different cultures. And I told you the story in Mexico, and I just sent a message to my friend Victor, who ate the chapulines. Listen to this.
Hermano amado, estoy aquí acordándome con Sandro, un amigo, de la situación que comiste los chapulines en piso 33 en México. Me parecía que estaba comiendo una picaña de las mejores, pero era chapulines. ¿Te acuerdas? Claro que me acuerdo, hermano querido. Solo faltaría, claro que me acuerdo. Menuda locura aquel día, hermanito. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, hermano querido? Te envío un gran abrazo. De verdad, te echo mucho de menos. Cuéntame cómo estás.
Okay. Now, when we want to know preferences, tastes, let me write here. Tastes and preferences with different cultures. When we are talking about different tastes, different preferences, we need to ask questions. And these questions, let me grab the markers. These questions start with the WH questions. What? Where? When? Who? Why? You can ask people, hey, what's your favorite food? Where do you go in your free time? When do you celebrate your festivals? Who works at your home? Why do you do this? This question with why reminded me when I went to Thailand I went backpacking there. And I was there. It was around 6 a.m. in the morning. I was sleeping at this hostel, and there was a cigarette smell, and I hate cigarettes. So I left the accommodation. I just woke up and said, no, I can't stand this cigarette smell. And I left the hostel and went to a food market because I wanted to buy this tour around the floating market. Let's see if we have some pictures of this trip. 3, 2, 1. Yes, and I was there to buy this ticket for the floating market. And I started to talk to this old man, and he was preparing tea. And he first served tea to a statue, to a small statue. Then to himself, and then he asked me, would you like some tea? And I said, no, thank you. And then I started looking at this little sculpture, this little statue with the tea in front of her. And I asked, excuse me, sir, why does she have 5 heads? Because she had a lot of heads. And then he looked at me and said, how come? She's God. That moment when he answered, I was already ashamed of my question, because I was asking him about his culture. I was questioning his beliefs. After that, I never questioned people's beliefs. Each one has his or her own beliefs. But remember these questions. What? What do you do in your free time? What do you have for breakfast? What do you have for lunch? What do you have for dinner? Where do you go in your free time? Where do you meet your friends? When? When do you celebrate Christmas? When do you celebrate New Year's Eve? Who lives at your home? Who works at your home? Who cooks at your home? Why? This is dangerous. Be careful when you ask why. Maybe avoid this why question, but keep the other WH. I have a song, a bonus. Enjoy this song. 3, 2, 1.
Said I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already
Yes. Now I ask you, my friend, what's your favorite festival or celebration? We have a class about festivals. Enjoy part of this class. 3, 2, 1. Harbin Ice Festival. A festival made of ice. Watch this. Let me find Harbin Ice Festival. Watch this. Yes. All right, a lot of transitions. If you have questions, I'm here to serve you. Remember, when you were evaluating culture, tastes, preferences, you need to be respectful. Because if you were not respectful, people don't talk about their preferences with you. They just get quiet and you end up not knowing what that person likes. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend! We're talking about tastes, personal preferences, culture, hobbies. And it is important to keep in mind that there are differences in tastes. There are many differences among cultures. And we must be tolerant. We must be respectful. You have talked to people who think different than you. I have met many people who have different opinions. But that's okay. This is even better. Let's walk. This is even better and necessary. If we all think the same, we don't grow. If I only talk and interact with people that have exactly the same tastes, I don't see different perspectives. At Você Aprende Agora, we have this group of people called the Forever VIPs. And these guys are from different backgrounds, different opinions, different cultures. We have different opinions, but we share the same values. When I talk about values, I'm talking about the core values of Você Aprende Agora. The values that I take for my life, for my family, for my students, for you. And these values are gratitude, dedication, honesty, being fast and excellent in whatever we do, and meritocracy. Last week, I had a meeting at Você Aprende Agora with my team, and I was telling them, hey, we have different opinions, and this is good, because our ideas are complementary. We must have the same values: gratitude, dedication, honesty. But different opinions and different ideas make us grow. Keep that in mind. Be respectful with the differences. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Yes! We're finishing one more class. And you know my happiness, my joy when I see you here. Congratulations, my friend. Today we talked about culture. The importance of respecting different cultures, different habits, different tastes. And if you want to build relationships with people who have the same tastes as you just invite them to be part of a festival. You invite them to be part of a concert. You can join them during an event. You must have this proactive attitude to find people who share the same values, who share the same tastes. And before we finish this class, let me ask you some questions. First, how often do you dance? Really? Okay, I'm gonna play a song to you and I invite you to dance. Dance in front of your screen. It doesn't matter if people from your family, from your work, from your class ask you, hey, what are you doing? You're dancing in front of the screen. You just say, yes, I'm enjoying my English class. I'm gonna play a song to you. Please dance. You don't need to read the lyrics. You don't need to know the song. Just dance within the rhythm. 3, 2, 1.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Yes, good. You're a good dancer, my friend. Now, what are your favorite clothes? Good vocabulary to remember. T-shirt, shorts, dress, pants, suit, shirt. Now, what is your favorite language? Where do you go in your free time? Talk to me. Do you play sports? What's your favorite sport? It's important to exercise, my friend. Please answer these questions. Comment your answers here. Visit our platform. Just take your camera and scan the QR code to have more benefits, to have more advantages. I'm waiting for you. Thank you very much. I am Felipe Dib. See you next class.